young actor over there, not young, young in my eyes, who said, I'm a little upset with you. I said, why? He said, I auditioned for this role. And of course, you didn't get it. So, but why are you upset with me? Tell the casting director or the director, why are you blaming me? He says, you see, you're a Parsi from Bombay. You're a Parsi from Mumbai. If I get a very important role of a Parsi in Mumbai, how would you feel? Yeah, he got a point. I said, now what are we going to do about this? So I said, and I gave such a fantastic audition. I researched and researched. I said, I tell you what, I got a better idea. Teach me. Help me. You must take help. And
Hello and welcome to Faultlines on NDTV World. I'm Gaurie, Dwiviedi. This is the show where we decode the truth behind the headlines and beyond the divide. Today, while Pakistan faces international pressure to stop sponsoring cross-border terrorism, its internal divisions and fractures are growing, whether it's in Balochistan and Sindh, leaving Islamabad's security, stability and unity in complete shambles. And then we'll take a look at the ideological battles that have ensued between the Trump administration and America's top universities. It was proud of once, the Ivy League, the left versus right, fractured and divisions playing out in American campuses. But first, let's take a look at our top story on the show. While Pakistan faces a crisis of legitimacy abroad, it's facing a security crisis, stability crisis within its borders. This map, viewers, shows the three hotbeds of Pakistan's internal turmoil, the divisions that are playing out in Pakistan. And we're going to put that out for you. The fault lines that exist in Pakistan. Let's put out that map that tells exactly where those hotbeds exist of growing dissonance in Pakistani population as far as why they don't trust their government, why they don't trust the Punjabi, predominantly Punjabi army. One is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. That, of course, is a region that is dominated by Imran Khan's party. The other, Balochistan, the largest province of Pakistan, most unhappy, most poor, and one that there is greatest exploitation. Sindh, right at the bottom, case where there have been repeated and maximum number of conversions against minorities. So these are the three areas in Pakistan where instability has been at the highest, has been growing louder and louder than ever before, bringing fresh trouble for Islamabad. First in Sindh, amidst the growing hostilities between India and Pakistan, clashes broke out in Sindh over Pakistani government's controversial canal projects. Then there was Balochistan, which saw suicide car bombings targeting military schools, one after the other, all addressing and coming back to the fact that there is an army in Pakistan which is predominantly Punjabi, and that is taking on these provinces, whether it's Balochistan or Sindh or even Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Pakistani security forces killed 9 terrorists in 3 separate operations. This year alone, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has reportedly seen nearly 300 attacks. Just how sharp are these divisions? And just how much Pakistan is at risk of these internal divisions and fractures coming out at the fore and affecting the country's sovereignty? This report tells you.
A government official's home set on fire, angry mobs choking the streets as hundreds of protesters clash with police. Lawlessness is spreading in Pakistan, primarily in its historically most restive regions, the southern provinces of Sindh and Balochistan. In Sindh, Angry mobs vandalized and torched the house of Home Minister Ziaul Hassan Lanjar as the province became a battleground between the police and workers of the Sindhi Sabha Nationalist Party. At least 2 protesters were killed in the violence as protesters blocked highways while others looted trucks and even torched oil tankers, paralyzing parts of the province for days. Sindhi nationalists have long been imposing a controversial government-led canal project and commercial farming projects in the region, fearing it will worsen the water shortage in Sindh, diverting water to Punjab to support military-backed agribusiness. Further west, Balochistan, Pakistan's largest but least developed province, has faced insurgency for decades, with demands for independence met with decades of brutal military crackdown. Last week, a suicide car bombing targeted a military school bus in Kuzdar, killing several children and army personnel, with the Balochistan Liberation Army claiming responsibility. Amid the ongoing tensions between India and Pakistan, Balochistan's call for independence are now not only growing louder, but also younger and spreading beyond Balochistan into major cities across Pakistan. In Sindh and Balochistan, lawlessness is not just about crime, but reflects a deeper trust deficit between the military establishment that de facto rules Pakistan and the people, rooted in decades of exploitation, ethnic tension, and political neglect. While Asim Munir tightens its grip on Pakistan as Field Marshal, violence flares across the country. Islamabad finds itself facing more than just unrest, but a crisis of legitimacy. Now, not just internationally, but also at home. A crisis that could test the fabric of Pakistan. With Disha Bakchi, Bureau Report, NDTV World.
So the power play segment on Faultlines tells you what exactly are each of the power factions saying and why this could actually be a crisis of sovereignty for Pakistan. Let's put out some of those graphics that tell you the operation hereof that is underway by Balochi Liberation Army and why it is such a cause of concern for for the Pakistani security establishment. First up, the operation hereof has seen the number of cases that have come in, the number of attacks that they have made. We put that out in terms of 78 attacks on 58 locations. This is 2.0, which means it has just started about a couple of weeks back. Some of them have been absolutely audacious attacks that have taken place on the security establishment, raising concerns that at this stage it is almost difficult for given the fact that military posts and security infrastructure have been targeted, it's almost difficult, if not impossible, for the government, the administration, the security establishment to respond to the scale at which they are being attacked. Balochistan fighters have taken control. They took control of the highway at the Orta Cross in one of the key areas. These are very important strategic locations and visible areas where they want to be seen. These Balochi National Liberation Army and several others, they want to be seen and may ensure that these attacks are visible for the world to know how they are resisting Pakistan and the Pakistani army and the garrison state that it has become in the last 50 years. Let's take out some of the other cases. Now let's talk about why are we addressing this now? Well, there is a new man in town who's now the chief, the Field Marshal. He's now the second Field Marshal in Pakistan, Asim Munir. And we are asking, is he going to unite or further divide Pakistan? Why are we saying that? Well, because Imran Khan has said that he's actually should have been called and should have been given the title of king. And in fact, his vision, Asim Munir's vision is that of a hard state. He wants it to be like a proper military state, something that Pakistan has often on been in because, it's not ever been a proper fully democratic institution. It has always been controlled by the army in the past as well. Whether you take Ayub Khan, Yahya Khan, Zia-ul Haq, all have had varied degrees of what kind of a garrison state should they be. But Asim Munir, being the second Field Marshal in Pakistan, the first in 60 years, he would want his legacy to probably be much bigger than several other of the previous generals, which is why we asked that he has said that he's going to crack down on Balochistan How will that play out? Will that impact the sovereignty of Pakistan going forward? Because we just played out the instances of Balochistan fighters, the attacks that have only increased, and how those visible attacks are a direct confrontation with the Pakistani security establishment. These are some of the specific attacks that have taken place, railway station being one of the most visible ones that have taken place, along with several others. It has been going on for the last 1 year very regularly. These attacks are taking place, and of course the train hijacking being one of the most prominent ones. Let's get it, Shiv Arun, my colleague, to talk to us about what this means, given the fact, Shiv, we are talking at a time when Asim Munir is, of course, now the Field Marshal in Pakistan, the second only in 60 years. He wants to prove a point. He probably has a bigger vision of a garrison state than maybe even Zia-ul-Haq. How do you see that panning out in terms of clampdown on Balochistan and also the Sindh attacks that have been coming to fore more regularly in the last couple of months, last couple of weeks?
Well, Gaurie, given that, and I'm going to continue to address him as General Asim Munir, because the Field Marshal is smoke and mirrors for the moment. It's a self-imposed promotion on the back of a huge combat humiliation at the hands of India. So General Asim Munir is the kind of person whose legacy for the moment is Operation Sindoor, huge number of military setbacks, a ceasefire, negotiated on India's terms. And since you mentioned Balochistan and the idea of a garrison state, just before the Pahalgam attack, Asim Munir's entire legacy was a historic defensive posture of the Pakistan army at the hands of Baloch separatists and militants. The fact is, as we speak, I have counted at least 11 separate attacks, including the train attack, by Baloch separatists on the Pakistan army. They are having their way. This is, of course, a very serious business. But the insurgency and separatism in Balochistan has organized itself into the kind of threat to Pakistan that has meant that Pakistan has needed to commit an inordinate, possibly even historic number of resources towards just that one province, taking military resources away from other priorities, including what's happening. Let's not forget Peshawar, KPK, even the line of control. And therefore, Asim Munir, if he wants to crack down on Balochistan, the question now is moving from that terribly defensive posture where the Balochi separatists are simply having their way with Pakistan army soldiers and officers into a more offensive posture. If that does happen, and let's remember, Gaurie, it has happened before, it's going to be a lot of bloodshed. It's going to involve a huge number of more boots on the ground. It's going to involve a great deal of instability. Remember, not very far from the Indian border as well, and India will be watching.
Absolutely, Shiv. Thanks much for giving us that insight into how things are likely to unfold in Pakistan with Asim Munir at the helm and the instability that we are talking. Well, viewers, as far as the seeds of separation are concerned, they are not new. In fact, both Sindh and Balochistan never wanted to be part of Pakistan. In fact, Balochis had written when the partition was taking place that they wanted to be a part of India, but it was Jinnah who took the entire region, almost annexed it in March 1948 at gunpoint. And since then, Balochistan remains the least developed part of Pakistan, even though it accounts for the maximum resources and the largest landmass. The Chinese projects mostly pass through this region, adding to the worry amongst locals that the predominantly Punjabi Pakistani army will further exploit the region. Now, Sindh is the second key province where clamour for independence is growing louder, of course, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa being the other. This is the region with one of the highest cases of atrocities against minorities. A 2022 US State Department report said widespread cases of extrajudicial killings and recovery of mutilated bodies have happened across Sindh. These divisions, these fault lines are the cause of Pakistan's continued instability. Asim Munir's appointment will become a catalyst to worsen the friction and fault lines in Pakistan. Why? He will need to ensure and deploy more resources here, whether it is in terms of funds, whether it's in terms of weapons, whether it's in terms of boots on ground. It will take away resources from some of the other priorities of Pakistan, which is already struggling and its army already on the back foot. As for India, it needs to be prepared for both the unrest that will lead to and raise national security concerns on our borders, and even raise a concern as far as a humanitarian disaster that may unfold on the border that we need to be very watchful of. on that note, we slip into a very short break. We come back on the other side, talk more about the other fault line that we are decoding today, the left versus right on American campuses. Stay with us.
What they don't tell you about getting older is how much fun it can be. Enjoying all the things you've worked so hard for. Spending time with the people that really matter. Not to mention, finally finding that precious time for yourself. I don't want anything taking my best years away from me, but like so many people, I've seen the heartbreak that dementia can cause. That's why I'm asking everyone to order this essential free guide from Alzheimer's Research UK. It's called Your Brain Matters. We all know what's good for our heart and our lungs, but do you know how to keep your brain healthy too? Well, this guide tells you how, in 7 steps you can start taking right now, whatever your age. Just ring the number on screen to get your free copy. Inside you'll find facts and tips that can keep your brain healthy and help reduce your risk of developing dementia. It's advice you can really trust from leading dementia scientists. Read it, keep it, and check back whenever you need to. Order your free copy now. Call Alzheimer's Research UK on 0800 035 5984 or text BRAIN2 to 78866. Think of it as another way of planning for your best years, because your brain really matters.
Save up to £462 in your car insurance when you've just used Confused.com.
With Post Office Over 50s life cover, enjoy peace of mind knowing your family will receive a guaranteed payout when you're gone. UK resident 50 to 80, you're guaranteed acceptance. No health checks and from just £1.15 a week. Plus free 24/7 GP access with the health and wellbeing benefit. Purchase and receive a £125 gift card for amazon.co.uk, Tesco or M&S. Visit postoffice.co.uk/over50s.
Bingo lovers, it's time for a close encounter with Bingo Aliens. Visit bingoaliens.com/bingo for a cosmic range of bingo games. 75-ball bingo, even 90-ball bingo. All from a galaxy far away, direct to you. Taking bingo to another dimension at bingoaliens.com/bingo.
Magic family moments deserve the perfect setting. A stylish awning from House is the ideal addition to your outdoor space. Available in a range of colours and finishes, and with the option of integrated lighting and heating, you can enjoy your outdoor space for even longer. Now that is magic. House awnings, made for life.
Welcome back. You're watching Fault Lines. It's now time to decode the left versus right fault line that's unfolding on American campuses. The divide between the conservatives and left-leaning American universities have never been sharper. And as Donald Trump took over his administration's crackdown on American campuses that have become magnets for getting very vocal and even extreme voices of anti-Semitism has become even bigger. And in Trump's own words, anti-American values is what these campuses are propagating. The 7th of October 2023 Hamas attack on innocent Israeli civilians led to Israel's military response in Gaza, and it was being resisted across all major American universities in some form or the other. And some even threatened Israeli students on campuses. How did it get here? And why is it that the administration, many feel, is just getting started in its war against these left-leaning campuses? This report has all the answers. It all started with chants of Free Palestine echoing across the lawns of America's most prestigious campuses. It ended with sweeping federal orders, signed by the president, who made it clear dissent on campus won't go unpunished.
We're all panicking, we're all overwhelmed, time of uncertainty, literally, I've never experienced it before.
In January 2025, barely a week after taking office, President Trump signed an executive order targeting what he called a rising tide of anti-Semitism in American universities. The order didn't name names, but for Harvard, Columbia, and the Ivy League, the writing was already on the wall.
As you know, billions of dollars has been paid to Harvard. How ridiculous is that? Billions. Harvard's going to have to change its ways.
By February, the U.S. Department of Justice had issued formal letters to over a dozen universities, demanding closed-door meetings with top management and Jewish campus groups. A new task force to combat anti-Semitism was formed by lawyer and Trump ally Leo Torrell, who publicly declared Harvard is his worst nightmare. By March, 60 universities were officially under federal investigation. The accusation, violation of the Civil Rights Act for allegedly fostering anti-Semitic harassment through unchecked protests and diversity, equality and inclusion policies viewed as pro-Hamas. Then came the money, or rather, the removal of it. Harvard alone saw $2.2 billion in multi-year federal grants frozen. Brown University is now at risk of losing $510 million. Columbia had over $400 million cut, only to later comply with government demands in exchange for a partial reinstatement. But the sharpest blow came on 21st of May. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security revoked Harvard's Student in Exchange Visitor Program, or SEVP certification, effective immediately. That means Harvard can no longer enroll international students. Its access to the SEVIS database has been shut down. Thousands of students from India, China, Middle East are now in visa limbo, degrees frozen, careers jeopardized, immigration status illegal unless they leave or transfer. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem accused Harvard of promoting a pro-Hamas narrative, allowing a protest culture that creates a hostile environment for Jewish students. 10 more schools are under threat: Columbia, UCLA, NYU, USC, Johns Hopkins, UC Berkeley, UC Los Angeles, University of Minnesota, George Washington University, and Northwestern University. Each one now faces potential visa bans, tax-exempt status reviews, and deeper funding cuts. Is it a scorched earth campaign aimed at silencing campuses that historically lean liberal, challenge federal policy, or refuse to toe the government's conservative line? Viewers, the back and forth between Harvard and the government is symptomatic of the deep ideological divide that is now on American campuses. Left-leaning campuses they are, long considered beacons of independent thought. They are now being viewed as being too lenient on extreme thoughts, which is why the war of words has been unprecedented between Trump and some of these campuses. Let's put that out. Donald Trump and his government has said that Harvard is actually a hotbed of anti-Semitic, pro-terrorist agitators. Response came that no, what you're doing is you're attempting to eviscerate academic freedom. It didn't end there. Trump says that Columbia actually violated rights of Jewish citizens and students and said it acted with deliberate indifference. Columbia responded. So there's been a back and forth, as you can see. We're playing that out. Columbia said that they are deeply committed to combating anti-Semitism. And for Cornell, the back and forth was that taxpayer support can be revoked if law is not followed. To which Cornell said that universities bulwarks against autocracy. Now, that doesn't end right there. It goes on further. There has been a clampdown as far as activism is concerned. What has happened? What is it that the government has done? It's revoked degree. At least it's withheld degrees. It has ensured that visa records of protesters are in fact on review. As far as Harvard is concerned, students and faculty is actually banned from going to libraries. That is one of the most significant you can do for a university that prides itself on academic credentials. There you can see that they have been banned from libraries. For Columbia, there's been a ban on face masks, and protesters actually face arrest. So there have been separate set of decisions that have been taken for each of these major Ivy League universities. And as far as NYU and Penn is concerned, both suspensions and probations are in place as far as protesters are concerned. So you can see the unprecedented back and forth that has taken place between both Donald Trump's government as well as universities. Neither side is giving back, but it also indicates that just how far the divisions actually lie between these two extremes. One saying everything is fine because at the end of the day it's freedom of speech. The other saying, well, guess what? You cannot have that because you need to abide by the government's diktat. And that's exactly the fault line that we are exposing right here. Which brings me to the other aspect of the show, which is, well, blinkers off. At the end of the day, viewers, Harvard gets hundreds of millions of dollars in federal funding. It is America's richest university. It has an endowment of $52 billion. It raised $6.5 billion last year. A large part of it actually came from the government as well. It saved over $460 million last year due to tax exemptions, whether it's the state government or the federal government. These are exemptions that are being extended to the university. And there are now two very important things that need to be kept in mind. If university takes funding from the government, then the administration is within its right to implement some changes. Seek those amends. Ask the university to comply with some broad framework in which every educational institution needs to function. Secondly, private universities cannot be a law unto themselves. They need to abide by the law of the land. The law of the land is, as far as America is concerned, that anti-Semitic activities will not be allowed on campuses. If something goes against the very institution of being an American value, then it needs to be addressed. The shocking and repeated protests that took place on American campuses last year cannot be brushed aside in the name of right to free speech. Academicians do not live in parallel universe. If a university foments any thought that can lead to anti-Semitism, then the government will have to rein in, more so when they sit on government money. And that is something that needs to be kept in mind. We haven't heard the last of this contest, this war of words, this escalation between American universities and the Trump administration. Which way it will go, no one knows. But students' lives and their futures are definitely at risk. With that, we wrap things up on this edition of Fault Lines. Thank you so much. We come back with another fault line, another divide in our next episode.
Save up to 462 pounds in your car insurance when you've just used Confused.com.
If your garage looks like this, you need Tougher Man. A leading supplier of shelving for your home or business. Assembly is quick, easy and boltless. Buy one bay from just $59.99, or you can get 3 bays from only $119.99, saving you nearly £60. Plus, you get a 5-year Storelex steel guarantee. Order now at tougherman.co.uk.
Sun's out, fun's out. At Tesco Mobile, our deals will help you get the most out of summer. Get the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra with super-powered Galaxy AI and 250 gigs of data for just $55.99 a month with Club Card prices, saving you £432. And you'll collect Club Card points too. How you choose to spend them is up to you. It pays to be connected. Search Tesco Mobile. Every little helps.
Wouldn't life be so much easier if you could control your blinds at the touch of a button? With Ultra Smart Blinds from Appeal, there's no chains, cords or wiring, because these stylish blinds are driven by a rechargeable power pack. New Ultra Smart Blinds from Appeal, the intelligent solution for home shading.
जब मेहमान नवाजी में कोई कसर बाकी ना हो, तब जान लो घर में आज दावत है. Dawat. Bring out your finest.
This summer, take on the 1 million step challenge for Diabetes UK. Just over 10,000 steps a day, 3 months, one life-changing challenge. Step for a happier, healthier you. Step for your loved ones. Step for everyone affected by diabetes. From the 1st of July, pound the pavement. And every pound you raise will help fund life-changing research and support. Because when you move, we move for everyone living with diabetes. So sign up for the 1 million step challenge. Just search Step for Diabetes and take that life-changing first step today.
Visit bingoaliens.com/bingo for a cosmic range of bingo games, taking bingo to another dimension at bingoaliens.com/bingo.
Someone's happy. Get that lucky cow feeling with luckycowbingo.com/bingo, the site that's bursting with beautiful bingo games. 75 ball bingo, even 90 ball bingo. Fill your bingo boots today. Get that lucky cow feeling at luckycowbingo.com/bingo or download the Lucky Cow Android app from the Play Store.
In today's interconnected world, India's voice is more crucial than ever. When India speaks, the world listens. At NDTV World, we are that voice, bringing you intelligent and insightful news from India and beyond. From geopolitics and diplomacy to economic shifts, migrations, tech disruptions, and the stories of our diaspora. We cover the news that shapes our global future. NDTV World, your new home for global news is here.
This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Communication of Operation Sindoor. Colonel Sophia Kureshi has done the entire country proud, and we have the family of Colonel Sophia Kureshi joining us now, live from Vadodara. Let me introduce the entire family to you. I can see her father, Taj Muhammad Kureshi, joining us. We have Halima Kureshi, who is the mother of Sophia Kureshi, and Shaina Sunsara is the sister of Colonel Kureshi. Today was a very special day for you, Halima Kureshi. You all met the Prime Minister. Of course, he thanked you. But it's a rare, achievement of your daughter. As a proud family, the entire country is looking up to your daughter. What are your thoughts on that? आपको कैसा लगता है जब सब लोग आपकी बेटी के बारे में बात करता है, हलीमा कुरैशी जी?
बहुत अच्छा लगता है जो मेरी बेटी जो आज तारीफ कर रहे हैं सभी लोग, बहुत खुशी होती है बिकॉज हमारे देश में ऐसी लड़कियां और भी हों और उनका भी इसी तरह नाम पहचान हो।
क्या आपको पता था कि कर्नल कुरैशी ये पूरे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का कम्युनिकेशन संभालेंगी, जिस तरह से उन्होंने किया ताज मोहम्मद कुरैशी साहब? क्या उन्होंने ये, मैंने कहीं पे पढ़ा है कि आप लोगों को भी टीवी से पता चला कि वो इस पूरे कम्युनिकेशन का चेहरा होंगी? शाइना, आप बताइए कि क्या फैमिली का रिएक्शन था जब आप लोगों ने अपनी बहन को, आपके पेरेंट्स ने उनकी बेटी को टीवी पे देखा, पूरे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में इफेक्टिवली कम्युनिकेट करते हुए, समझाते हुए कि क्या हुआ है ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में, क्या था फैमिली का रिएक्शन?
एक्चुअली हम लोगों को तो बिल्कुल भी पता ही नहीं था। इनफैक्ट हमने बात भी की थी सॉफ्टवेयर से, तो भी हमें पता नहीं था बिल्कुल भी। उसने किस तरह से, ना तो जेस्चर था ना पॉस्चर था, कुछ लैंग्वेज में कभी कुछ था ही नहीं। वैसे भी आर्मी के प्रोटोकॉल होते हैं, मेरे पापा ने भी कभी मम्मी को ये सारी चीजें बताई नहीं है। और मुझे लगता है कि ये हम लोग ऑलरेडी, हमें पता नहीं होता है कि क्या होने वाला है। लेकिन सडनली जब मैं एक्चुअली बड़ौदा, उस दिन बड़ौदा थी और मैं मुंबई गई, वहाँ पे मुंबई पहुंची तो मुझे किसी ने फोन किया, मेरे कोई फ्रेंड ने, कि टीवी ऑन कर देख, तू कोई आ रहा है। तो मैं कहा नहीं, मैं टायर्ड हूँ, मैं रात भर सोई नहीं हूँ, तो मुझे सोने दो, थोड़ा टाइम बाद मैं उठती हूँ। तो बोलते नहीं टीवी तो ऑन कर। तो बहुत इंसिस्ट मुझे किया गया, तो मैंने सोचा होगा कुछ, चलो देखते हैं। मैंने जैसे टीवी ऑन की, टीवी ऑन करने के बाद मैंने देखा कि सोफिया जो है, कर्नल सोफिया कुरैशी और विंग कमांडर ब्रह्मिका सिंह जो है, वो ब्रीफिंग कर रहे थे। और हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर, ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में, तो ये एक बहुत ही ऑनर और एक प्राउड वाली फीलिंग थी कि मेरी सिस्टर जो है उस ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का पार्ट थी। और बहुत ही डिफरेंट लग रहा था कि चलो हमारी, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था, सच बोलूं आपको तो, कि मेरी सिस्टर तो मुझे दिख रही थी, साथ साथ में ये दिख रहा था कि हमारी कंट्री ने जो है, जो पहलगाम में किलिंग हुई थी, सिंदूरों को उजाड़ा गया था, उसका जो टेररिज्म का जो फियर फैला दिया था, उसका बदला इतने आराम से, इतने आसानी से जो है नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में लिया गया। ये बहुत ही तारीफ काबिल था। कोई कैजुअलिटी नहीं, कुछ नहीं हुआ। और रियली बहुत प्राउड वाली चीज़ है, ये बहुत प्राउड मूवमेंट है, जो बहुत कम लोगों को ये एहसास होता है, कम लोगों को ये चीज़ें मिलती हैं। जैसे मेरी सिस्टर के थ्रू हमें वो फीलिंग आई, बहुत डिफरेंट फीलिंग थी, बहुत प्राउड वाली फीलिंग है, जो मैं शब्दों में बयान नहीं कर सकती।
मेरा सवाल ताज मोहम्मद कुरैशी साहब से है। ताज साहब, ये कर्नल कुरैशी ने जो परिवार का रिच ट्रेडिशन है आर्मी का, डिफेंस फोर्सेस में सर्व करने का, वही वो कंटिन्यू कर रही हैं। आप भी आर्मी में थे, आपसे पहले कौन कौन परिवार में आर्मी में है, उसके बारे में बताइए।
वो ऐसे बोल रहे आर्मी में कंटिन्यू किया ना, पहले दादा थे आपके
जी। अगर ये शायना, अगर आप थोड़ा सा ऑडियो उनके फादर की तरफ कर देंगी अपने, तो शायद उनका ऑडियो ठीक से आ जाएगा। जी थोड़ा सा।
पापा थोड़ा जोर।
हाँ ताज साहब, फैमिली में जी कौन कौन है आर्म्ड फोर्सेस में?
मैंने आर्मी में सर्विस किया, फिर मेरे फादर भी थे, ग्रैंड फादर भी थे।
सब लोग आर्मी में थे?
हाँ, सभी ने आर्मी सर्विस की
जी। तो सबने आर्मी में सर्व किया है, तो इट्स सर्टनली अ मोमेंट ऑफ ग्रेट प्राइड। तो कर्नल कुरैशी ने कब ये तय किया कि वो भी जाकर के आर्म्ड फोर्सेस में ज्वाइन करेंगी और देश को सर्व करेंगी?
जब वो ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट का हो गया तो उसने डिसाइड किया कि बाबा अपने घर से, हमारा कोई ब्रदर आर्मी नहीं है आपके पास। जब मैं पेंशन आया ना
जी, तो
कोई घर में कोई भी लड़का आर्मी में नहीं गया, घर का कोई इसका भाई। तो बोली मैं जाऊं, मैंने कहा भाई जाओ, गो नाउ। तो आर्मी के अंदर गई और सिलेक्ट हुई।
So none of the boys in the family, Mr. Kureshi, joined the armed forces, but your daughter did. So that day would have been certainly a very, very special day for you, sir. बहुत ही खास दिन होगा।
मेल नहीं गया, लेकिन फीमेल गई।
मतलब वो था ना, लड़के क्या है, वो उससे एजुकेशन ले रहे थे, वो पढ़ रहे थे दोनों। उसके भाई छोटे थे ना, तो पढ़ रहे थे, वो स्टडी कर रहे थे। हाँ, इसलिए वो नहीं जा सके।
तो जब आपने देखा कर्नल कुरैशी को टीवी पर ये समझाते हुए कि किस तरह से भारत की सेना ने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर कैरी किया है, किस तरह से जाकर पाकिस्तान के अंदर टेरर कैंप्स डिस्ट्रॉय किए हैं, जब आपने ये सब सुना उनको बोलते हुए, तो आपको क्या लगा था?
काफी अच्छा लगा, बहुत प्राउड फील किया सर।
बहुत प्राउड फील किए आप?
प्राउड फील किया
जी जी जी। मैं अब एक दो सवाल हलीमा जी से भी पूछ लेती हूँ, शाइना, बिफोर आई कम बैक टू यू। ये साफ तौर पे हलीमा जी ये दिखेगा कि इसके बाद और महिलाएं और बच्चियां मोटिवेट होंगी कर्नल कुरैशी बनने के लिए। एक रहेगा कि कि मैं भी बनूं उनकी तरह? आपको लगता है
मैं यही संदेश सबको दे रही हूँ कि जिस तरह से मैंने अपनी बेटियों को पढ़ाया, पढ़ाने के बाद में और जब उनको लेडीज का भर्ती हुई तो वो बोली मुझे जाना है, वो पीएचडी कर रही थी, पीएचडी से आगे छोड़कर वो आर्मी में गई। तो मैं यही कहूँगी सभी को भी, जो भी हैं उनकी माताएं, उनको बच्चों को पढ़ाएं लिखाएं और वो भी अपनी बेटियों चाहे बेटे हों आर्मी में ज्वाइन करें।
आपको लगता है औरतों को हिम्मत मिलेगी?
बिल्कुल मिलेगी। औरतें कोई कमजोर नहीं है मर्दों से
जी, और आपकी बेटी ने तो करके दिखाया भी है।
जी, अभी और भी हमारी बेटियां ऐसी जो हैं देश की, वो भी करेंगी इंशाल्लाह।
इंशाल्लाह, बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। लेट मी कम टू यू शाइना। यू नो, people say that Colonel Sophia's role as a case for permanent commission avenues for women तो एक एग्जाम्पल सेट करेगा, आपको लगता है शाइना?
यस, सोफिया जो आर्मी में गई है वो एक एग्जाम्पल जरूर सेट करे, क्योंकि बहुत सारी जो फीमेल है, लेडीज है, उनको ऐसा लगता है कि वो आर्मी ज्वाइन नहीं कर सकती है। उनमें उनको जो है वो स्पोर्ट्स होना चाहिए, फिटनेस जो है हाई लेवल का होना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। मेरी सिस्टर थी, वो भी छोटी थी, वो भी चलती थी तो उसको पोलियो जैसे पैर थे, थोड़े टेढ़े टेढ़े चलती थी, लेकिन आज देखो ना वो आर्मी में इतनी बड़ी ऑफिसर है। और मैं जो है स्पोर्ट्स में सबसे आगे रहती थी और मैंने एनसीसी किया, सब कुछ किया, बट मैं आर्मी में नहीं हूँ। तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है, अगर आपके अंदर जज्बा है, आपके अंदर वो क्वालिटी है, आपके अंदर वो सारी चीजें हैं, तो आप वो जरूर ज्वाइन कर सकते हो। और मुझे लगता है कि सोफिया जो है वो इंस्पायर करेगी बहुत सारी गर्ल्स को आर्मी ज्वाइन करने के लिए बेसिकली। और आर्मी अकेला नहीं, वो दूसरी फील्ड में भी मुझे लगता है इंस्पायर करेगी गर्ल्स को, मोस्टली फीमेल को और यंग जनरेशन को, चाहे वो गर्ल हो या बॉय हो, क्योंकि उसके अंदर एक जज्बा बहुत अलग है, एक देश के लिए एक जुनून है, एक देश के लिए कुछ कर गुजरने की जो चाह है, जो इच्छा है, वो दिखाई देती है। और मैं बहुत ज्यादा, मतलब मैं उसकी ट्विन सिस्टर हूँ, इसलिए मुझे बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा फील होता है कि गॉड ने मुझे उसकी जुड़वा बहन बनाया।
You are the twin sister, right, Shaina?
Yes.
Ah, that's special. So tell me, what was that moment when all of you participated in that road show of the Prime Minister?
एक्चुअली रोड शो में कल कलेक्टर जी का कॉल आया था कि आपको आना है और मोदी जी से मतलब मिलना है, ऐसे फोन आया था। मैं तो मुंबई थी एक्चुअली, और मोदी जी से मिलने के लिए, और मैं बड़ौदा आई, कल रात ही आई थी मैं। तो जब हम लोग वहाँ पे गए तो मतलब हमें बहुत ही सम्मान के साथ वहाँ पे बिठाया गया और मिलने के लिए। और जो रोड शो था वो एक बहुत अलग तरीका जुनून था। वहाँ पे मैंने देखा 40,000 से भी ज्यादा फीमेल थी जिनके अंदर एक जज्बा था मोदी जी को मिलने का, हमारे ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर को मिलने का। क्योंकि ये किस्मत की बात होती है कि आप प्रधानमंत्री जी को मिलते हो, ये एक बहुत बड़ा ऑनर है। ये मुझे मेरी सिस्टर के थ्रू मिला, तो बहुत बड़ी चीज है, मैं भी उसका एक पार्ट हूँ। और हम लोग वेट कर रहे थे मोदी जी के आने का, तभी एक लहर सी दौड़ गई, जैसे ही वो ये पता लग गया अचानक से कि भाई हमारे प्रधानमंत्री आ गए हैं। और जैसे ही उनको मैंने सामने से देखा, सामने से जो हमने नमस्कार किया, अपने फ्लावर भी निशान किए, तो एक जज्बा एक अलग था। उनके फेस पे जो तेज था, जो नूर था, जो रोशनी थी, वो बहुत ही अलग और बहुत ही डिफरेंट थी, जो कि इंस्पायर कर रही थी और सारे लोगों को बता रही थी ऑपरेशन सिंदूर की तरह कि हम जो फीमेल हैं हमें डरना नहीं चाहिए। भले ही किसी का भी सिंदूर उजड़ा हो, सुहाग उजड़ा हो, उन्हें डरने की जरूरत नहीं है। हम सारी कंट्री उनके साथ है, सारे की सारी गवर्नमेंट, सारी फीमेल, हर कोई उनके साथ है। 2 फीमेल ने ब्रीफिंग करके प्रूव कर दिया कि नारी की जो शक्ति है वो किसी से कम नहीं है, हम किसी से कम नहीं है। और रियली बहुत ज्यादा औसम था और से मिलके बहुत अच्छा लगा। इट्स अ प्राउड मोमेंट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस एंड रियली वी एंजॉयड दैट मोमेंट। स्टिल आई कैन फील दैट मोमेंट।
I'm sure I get that sentiment certainly. शाइना, अब जरा कैमरा फादर की तरफ कर दीजिए, ताज मोहम्मद कुरैशी साहब से 2 सवाल और मैं पूछ लेती हूँ। कुरैशी साहब, क्योंकि आप आर्मी में रहे हैं, आर्मी में या कोई भी फोर्सेस में महिलाओं का जो रोल है वो अब शायद रीडिफाइन होगा एक के बाद देखने के बाद कि कर्नल कुरैशी का जो रोल रहा है वो उन्होंने पूरी जो ऑपरेशन सिंदूर की स्टोरी है उन्होंने बताया है पूरे देश और दुनिया को। तो आपको लगता है कोई एक एग्जाम्पल सेट हुआ है?
पूछ रहे हैं कि सोफिया जो है ना वो एक एग्जाम्पल सेट किया आर्मी के अंदर।
एग्जाम्पल सेट किया।
आप क्या फील करते हो उसको लेकर, क्या बोलना चाहते हो?
क्या है कि इस लड़की के अंदर पॉलिटिक्स थी शुरू स्टार्टिंग से ही देखा मैंने, क्योंकि वो जब कांगो में गई तभी क्या चेक्स में दिया है, तो उसके कई एग्जाम्पल्स हैं उसके।
और पूरी फैमिली है ऐसी है, आपने बताया कि आप आर्मी में, आपके फादर, ग्रैंडफादर, पूरी फैमिली में सारे लोग देश का उन्होंने सर्व किया है, देश के लिए काम किया है।
राइट, या हाँ, सभी ने किया है।
तो ताज साहब, जब सबसे पहले आपने अपनी बेटी को टीवी पे देखा बोलते हुए, तो आपको क्या लगा?
काफी बहुत ही अच्छा फील हुआ, प्राउड फील हुआ।
और वो पूरा डिटेल्स बता रही थी ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का।
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के बारे में बता रही थी, तो आप
नहीं, कुछ नहीं बताया।
नहीं, टीवी में बता रही थी, कैसे लगा? कैसा लगा आपको?
बहुत अच्छा लगा,
बहुत अच्छा लगा। चलिए मेरा एक आखिरी सवाल पूछ लेते हैं हलीमा जी से भी। हलीमा जी, आपकी बेटी पूरे देश के लिए मिसाल है, देश की लड़कियों के लिए मिसाल है। आज जो उन्होंने पूरे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में इतनी हिम्मत से और बुलंदी से उन्होंने जिस तरह से बातें रखी है, अगर कोई उनको क्रिटिसाइज करता है पॉलिटिकली, तो आपको क्या तकलीफ होती है? जिस तरह से जिस तरह से एक दो बयान आए थे।
मुझे तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, बोलने वाले बोलते रहते हैं, लेकिन जो उनकी हिम्मत है वो कोई उनकी हिम्मत हरा नहीं सकता है। और हम लोग कोई कमजोर नहीं हो सकते हैं, ना हमारी बेटी कमजोर हो सकती है। कुछ भी कोई बोलता रहे, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है।
चलिए शाइना, लेट मी गिव यू द लास्ट वर्ड एज अ प्राउड ट्विन सिस्टर of Colonel Kureshi, what is the thought of the entire family today?
मेरा भाई भी आ गया
जी। चलिए, I can see Sanjay as well. Sanjay is also joining us. Sanjay, welcome to NDTV. You know, it's the entire family I can see of Colonel Kureshi who is joining us here on NDTV. So Sanjay, how proud are you of your sister?
It's really a biggest proud moment to us. As you know, एक देश के लिए और सोल्जर के लिए सबसे बड़ी चीज़ एक ही होती है कि देश की सेवा करना, and to participate into such a war situation and to lead and do a press conference is the biggest moment we can have.
And was she in communication with the entire family through the entire operation, or did the protocol demand that she should be?
No. Because of the protocol, there was no communication at all about any of the operations. हाँ, लेकिन अभी ये खत्म होने के बाद just 1 or 2 days before she called up कि भाई सब ठीक ठाक है, all is good, and that's it.
And how was it that we are seeing women take the lead also in your family? I mean, it is your sister who is serving in the armed forces. How does it feel to be be a brother of such a woman who has done the entire country proud?
Being a brother, if I say, since from my childhood, she is my idol. When I was a kid even, and she was my ideal. And if you see in my family, into my 4 fathers, like grandmother, they were with the Rani Lakshmibai. They participated into 1857 battle. So being into our blood, in our family, female is always equal to the males. There is no racism at all. And always my parents, even my mother and father, they never felt like, a difference between male or female, a boy or a girl child. So it was there. And for a country, if we talk about, in our country, if you see, there are 50% at least, the female ratio is there. So if you want a country to grow, until and unless that 50% comes to, a level of a male, I don't think the nation will grow. So it's important, and government has done a lot of work for that. I really, appreciate it.
Yes. Sanjay, before I let you go, there was a statement that came from a Madhya Pradesh minister. He was, of course, pulled up by the Supreme Court as well with regards to your sister. Was the family disappointed then?
Look, it's all political matters, and the things, what they did, that will be taken care by the court, and it is better not to comment anything by us.
Okay, all right. All right, Sanjay, thank you so much for speaking, and thank you to Shaina, Halima ji and Taj Mohammad Kureshi, the entire family. I can see the entire family here on NDTV. So thank you so much for speaking to NDTV, and we are, it's a rare moment for us here as well. So congratulations to the entire family. That's all from me. I'm handing over to Vasudha now for the rest of the news and updates.
Thank you, Maria, for that wonderful interview with that entire family of Colonel Sofia Kureshi. In fact, her mother saying this very proudly, that no amount of backlash or no amount of comments is going to really hold the family back. And it is the women in the family who have taken the lead when it comes to making choices for national interest, and the entire family there on NDTV. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi was in his home state of Gujarat today, and he has reiterated India's position against terrorism, saying that Atmanirbharta is key to our development. He has talked about India-made weapons playing an important role in Operation Sindoor. He spoke in Gujarat's Dahod district. It is dominated by the ST community, and in fact, he said that it is important to use India-made products. The Prime Minister has urged citizens to use Make in India products during festivals. Prime Minister Modi has also called on citizens to buy and use products that are made in India, specifically during festivals such as Ganesh Puja, Holi, and Diwali. Prime Minister Modi has also inaugurated locomotive manufacturing plant of the Indian Railways in Dahod, saying that this is going to help Dahod make a mark for itself and will also create livelihood opportunities for people across the state. The locomotives will help in increasing the freight loading capacity of Indian Railways. This plant will produce electric locomotives of 9,000 horsepower for domestic purposes and for export. The Prime Minister in Gujarat said that when he laid the foundation stone 3 years ago, people said that stone laying was just being done for political purposes, but with this factory coming up now, he has proved that he wants this to be sustainable. Prime Minister Modi, in fact, began his 2-day Gujarat visit from Vadodara today, a constituency that he represented in 2014. In fact, he fought his Lok Sabha elections from Vadodara in 2014, and then he vacated the seat and became an MP from Varanasi. And incidentally, it was on 26th May 2014 that he assumed charge as Prime Minister of India for the first time. He greeted people at this road show, and Colonel Sofia Kureshi's parents and her siblings were also part of this grand road show that took place in Vadodara today.
जब कोई हमारी बहनों के सिंदूर को मिटाएगा तो उसका भी मिटना तय हो जाता है। और इसलिए ऑपरेशन सिंदूर सिर्फ एक सैन्य कार्रवाई नहीं है, ये हम भारतीयों के संस्कारों, हमारी भावनाओं की अभिव्यक्ति है। आतंक फैलाने वालों को सपने में भी सोचा नहीं होगा मोदी से मुकाबला करना कितना मुश्किल होता है। आतंकवादियों ने 140 करोड़ भारतीयों को चुनौती दी थी, इसलिए मोदी ने वही किया जिसके लिए देशवासियों ने, आपने मुझे प्रधान सेवक की जिम्मेदारी दी। मोदी ने अपनी तीनों सेनाओं को खुली छूट दी और हमारे शूरवीर ने वो कर दिखाया जो दुनिया ने पिछले कई दशकों से नहीं देखा था। हमने सीमा पार चल रहे आतंक के 9 सबसे बड़े आतंकी ठिकाने उनको ढूंढ निकाला, अता पता पक्का कर लिया और 22 तारीख को
John from work said it's a lovely hike.
Triathlon, John.
Hmm.
Right, Rosie, can I have the boots bag? No, I meant the hiking boots bag. Did we not bring it?
Such a shame.
Such a shame.
With thousands of lower prices of boots, that's your summer sorted.
I bought cars on finance, so I've made my claim.
If our lenders charge hidden commissions, then I've made my claim.
I could be on thousands.
I've made my claim.
I've made my claim.
I've made my claim.
I've made my claim.
It's so quick and simple.
You could be owed thousands in hidden commissions from vehicles bought on finance since 2007, even without the details.
I've made my claim.
Trust myclaimgroup.co.uk.
Claims made simple.
Panda Bingo is the home of brilliant bingo rooms, great games, and out-of-this-world offers. It's absolute pandemonium at pandabingo.com/bingo.
Big deals now on. Claim a free Samsung soundbar worth up to $399 with selected Samsung TVs. Shop now at ao.com.
Get that lucky cow feeling with luckycowbingo.com/bingo. The site that's bursting with beautiful bingo games. That's luckycowbingo.com/bingo.
We know that living with diabetes can make daily life a challenge, and we're here to help.
I felt very low with the diagnosis and very lonely as well and embarrassed.
I think people don't necessarily realise the impact that being diabetic can have on you and the amount of extra decisions you have to make a day through carb counting every single thing you eat.
Day-to-day living with diabetes is really difficult. So Diabetes UK has made my life easier every day.
If you're struggling with the everyday challenges diabetes can bring, maybe it's time to become a Diabetes UK member. Call 0800 035 7601 or go online to become a member. And for just £3 a month, you'll get a welcome pack and a practical guide tailored to your type of diabetes and a copy of Balance magazine 4 times a year.
Balance magazine has been very good in giving me tips to manage my diabetes on a day-to-day basis.
Plus regular email updates with the latest diabetes news and special discounts.
One of the things I was recommended to do was exercise. What motivated me was my love of dance, and I got that back.
Join a community that really understands. Call 0800 035 7601 or go online to become a member for just £3 a month.
I would recommend Diabetes UK to anyone with diabetes. Join up, become part of a community, get that support that you need.
If your garage looks like this, you need Tougher Man. A leading supplier of shelving for your home or business. Assembly is quick, easy and boltless. Buy 1 bay from just $59.99, or you can get 3 bays from only $119.99, saving you nearly £60. Plus you get a 5-year Storelex steel guarantee. Order now at tougherman.co.uk.
At Vodafone, get the new Google Pixel 9a and save up to £924 when you trade in an eligible phone. Plus, experience the exclusive Circle to Search feature, available only on Android, helping you to search fast and find what you need without switching apps. Go online or in-store today. Ends 12th of June. Vodafone.
I think that there's something that's always there that I just need to uncover. Like, I know I'm gonna get there, but I have to be patient with myself. That's probably the scary part for me. And it's okay, like, if you completely pivot and change. You know, you have to be comfortable with that.
It's pandemonium, it's pandalicious, it's pantastic. It's the world of Panda Bingo.
I like to make a cup of tea, get settled on the sofa and play Panda Bingo. It's like a little bit of me time. Well, me and the pandas.
Whether I'm out and about on my mobile or just at home on the laptop, I can play my favourite Panda Bingo games anytime, anywhere. I just love it.
Brilliant bingo rooms, great games, out-of-this-world offers. Join today at pandabingo.com/bingo.
This summer, take on the 1 million step challenge for Diabetes UK. Just over 10,000 steps a day, 3 months, one life-changing challenge. Step for a happier, healthier you. Step for your loved ones. Step for everyone affected by diabetes. From the 1st of July, pound the pavement. And every pound you raise will help fund life-changing research and support. Because when you move, we move for everyone living with diabetes. So sign up for the 1 million step challenge. Just search Step for Diabetes and take that life-changing first step today.
Discover the finest quality made-to-measure blinds, shutters and curtains at Blinds Direct. A huge selection of beautiful window dressings to suit every room. Handmade here in the UK with a 5-year guarantee for your peace of mind. Order your free samples today and choose your perfect design. Exclusively online, delivered direct to your door. Shop now for 30% off selected products at Blinds Direct. Create your dream home with blindsdirect.co.uk.
From interesting tech startups to industry-leading companies, politics, sports, culture, curry, cricket. Oh, there's so much to talk about. Like me, if you too thrive on interesting conversations, this is a show you cannot miss. Watch this space to know more about all matters and all people that make Britain what it is today. Out of Britain, with me, Radhika Iyer.
In today's interconnected world, India's voice is more crucial than ever. When India speaks, the world listens. At NDTV World, we are that voice, bringing you intelligent and insightful news from India and beyond. From geopolitics and diplomacy to economic shifts, migrations, tech disruptions, and the stories of our diaspora. We cover the news that shapes our global future. NDTV World, your new home for global news is here.
Also, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has briefed the Consultative Committee on External Affairs today. International Affairs Consultative Panel, in fact, met today. And this briefing by Dr. Jaishankar was on cross-border terrorism that's sponsored by Pakistan, also on the fallout of Operation Sindhu. Remember that multi-party delegations are already traveling across the world to different continents and countries to brief global community about India's position when it comes to Operation Sindhu. And today, the External Affairs Minister has briefed MP's panel on Operation Sindhu. My colleague Ghazali joins us with more details on this. Ghazali, I believe that the External Affairs Minister has reiterated India's position when it comes to zero tolerance policy. What kind of questions did the MPs raise in the panel and what kind of responses were given by Dr. S. Jaishankar?
See, this is for the first time that the External Affairs Minister himself was briefing about Operation Sindoor and the events leading up to Operation Sindoor and post-operation, what has been the developments when it comes to Pakistan. The panel was informed that besides 3 countries, no one had criticized India's Operation Sindoor or any action against Pakistan. The External Affairs Minister also briefed the panel about that what were the targets of these operations. These were the terrorist launch pads, the terrorist hideouts in Pakistan, which was targeted, and there was no civilian or the civilian infrastructure was not targeted by India, is what the panel was told by Dr. S. Jaishankar. And besides that, Dr. Jaishankar also explained about that how diplomatically India is trying all its exercises to isolate Pakistan on global forum, be it appealing to IMF, be it in the United Nations and other countries, and even the all-party delegation which has been visiting these countries, to many countries, be it in Europe or Middle East. Indian government is trying to reach out through the all-party delegation to even those countries which are considered an ally of Pakistan, barring Turkey or China, which have openly supported Pakistan when it comes to attack India or after the Pahalgam terror attack, or to counter India's Operation Sindoor. We all know that how Turkey and China has been backing them. But Dr. Jaishankar explained that besides these 2 or 3 countries which consider Pakistan as its ally, all the other countries with which Dr. Jaishankar had spoken to or the all-party delegation had been visiting, they have all firmly stood with India and its actions when it comes to Operation Sindoor.
Right, Ghazali, also tell us a little bit about the Indus Water Treaty. Was there any question regarding that and the future of this treaty that has now been put in abeyance?
See, there were remarks about the Indus Water Treaty, and as the government has stated earlier that it has been put in abeyance. Also, that any talks which will happen with Pakistan, if any in future, it will only be considered if the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is liberated and Pakistani forces vacate that area. Besides that, the External Affairs Minister also spoke about that how Pakistan has been diplomatically isolated, and also the terror infrastructure which have been built into the civilian areas was something which was of concern. He also clarified one issue which the opposition has been raising, whether Dr. Jaishankar informed Pakistan beforehand, before the operation was launched, and he clarified that it was the DGMO level talks which happened between India and Pakistan, and also the information was shared with them half an hour after the operation was over. And that's a routine call when you inform the other country that it is not a situation of war, but they have only targeted the terror camps over there.
Right. Thank you, Ghazali, for joining us with those details. Several questions were raised during this during this consultative committee meeting. And of course, External Affairs Minister himself has briefed the MPs on the aftermath of Operation Sindoor and where the ceasefire stands now, and several questions regarding Operation Sindoor. With that, it's time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.
Sun's out, fun's out. At Tesco Mobile, our deals will help you get the most out of summer. Get the Samsung Galaxy A26 with awesome AI and 25 gigs of data for just £22.99 a month with Club Card prices, saving you £216. And you'll collect Club Card points too. How you choose to spend them is up to you. It pays to be connected. Search Tesco Mobile. Every little helps.
It's pandemonium, it's pandalicious, it's fantastic. It's the world of Panda Bingo.
I like to make a cup of tea, get settled on the sofa and play Panda Bingo. It's like a little bit of me time. Well, me and the pandas.
Whether I'm out and about on my mobile or just at home on the laptop, I can play my favourite Panda Bingo games anytime, anywhere. I just love it.
Brilliant bingo rooms, great games, out of this world offers. Join today at pandabingo.com/bingo.
What they don't tell you about getting older is how much fun it can be. Enjoying all the things you've worked so hard for. Spending time with the people that really matter. Not to mention, finally finding that precious time for yourself. I don't want anything taking my best years away from me, but like so many people, I've seen the heartbreak that dementia can cause. That's why I'm asking everyone to order this essential free guide from Alzheimer's Research UK. It's called Your Brain Matters. We all know what's good for our heart and our lungs, but do you know how to keep your brain healthy too? Well, this guide tells you how, in 7 steps you can start taking right now, whatever your age. Just ring the number on screen to get your free copy. Inside, you'll find facts and tips that can keep your brain healthy and help reduce your risk of developing dementia. It's advice you can really trust from leading dementia scientists. Read it, keep it, and check back whenever you need to. Order your free copy now. Call Alzheimer's Research UK on 0800 035 5984 or text BRAIN2 to 78866. Think of it as another way of planning for your best years, because your brain really matters.
With Post Office Over 50s life cover, enjoy peace of mind knowing your family will receive a guaranteed payout when you're gone. UK resident 50 to 80, your guaranteed acceptance. No health checks and from just £1.15 a week. Plus free 24/7 GP access with the health and wellbeing benefit. Purchase and receive a £125 gift card for amazon.co.uk, Tesco or M&S. Visit postoffice.co.uk/over50s.
This summer, take on the 1 million step challenge for Diabetes UK. Just over 10,000 steps a day, 3 months, one life-changing challenge. Step for a happier, healthier you. Step for your loved ones. Step for everyone affected by diabetes. From the 1st of July, pound the pavement. And every pound you raise will help fund life-changing research and support. Because when you move, we move for everyone living with diabetes. So sign up for the 1 million step challenge. Just search Step for Diabetes and take that life-changing first step today.
When you paint by feeling, you can come home to a blooming good day. Change starts here. Dulux.
Welcome back. Bollywood actor Dino Morea appeared before Mumbai Police's Economic Offences Wing on Monday morning in connection with the ongoing investigation into the Mithi River scam. Officials confirmed to NDTV that Morea arrived here around 11 a.m. for questioning. According to sources, Morea was summoned after investigators discovered multiple phone conversations between him, his brother, and also the prime accused Ketan Kadam. The nature and context of these conversations are currently under scrutiny. The scam involves alleged financial irregularities in the rental of silt pusher machines and also dredging equipment by the BMC. The EOW has alleged that Kadam and co-accused Jai Joshi charged the civic body highly inflated rates for machinery procured from Kochi-based firm Matprop Technical Services. Investigators also believe that this was done in collusion with executives from Matprop and also officials from BMC's Stormwater Drains Department. My colleague Radhika joins us with more details on this. Radhika, tell us what is the latest update that we have in this case and how has the investigation in this case proceeded so far?
That's right. Actor Dino Morea continues to be questioned by the Economic Offences Wing of the Mumbai Police. In fact, this is in connection to Mithi River scam, which is to the tune of about 65 crore. As far as the allegations are concerned, the allegations are that several private contractors, private individuals and companies indulge in financial irregularities to cause a wrongful loss of about 65 crore to the BMC, which is why several people are being investigated, including private companies as well as contractors. Two individuals who've now been arrested by the EOW, which is Ketan Kadam and Jai Joshi, had in fact given certain equipments for the purpose of desilting of Mithi River project to the BMC and had inflated the cost of those equipments after it was procured from another company, which is a Kochi-based company. So that company is under scanner. These two people who've been arrested, of course, under scanner, and many other BMC officials are also under the scanner. Now, what is the role of Dino Morea in this? We believe that EOW has found certain call records between the prime accused in the case, which is Ketan Kadam and Dino Morea in connection to the case. There have been call records as well as financial transactions between the main accused as well as the actor is what we are being told. Whether he got any sort of money in return, whether there was any sort of dealings between any of the accused and Dino Morea in connection to the scam, that is a matter of investigation. But as a result of some of the evidence procured from the arrested accused, now Dino Morea is being questioned.
Thank you, Radhika, for joining us with those details. Well, incessant rains have brought Mumbai to a standstill, leaving several areas of the city waterlogged and disrupting transport and also flight services. In fact, low-lying areas in Mumbai, including Dadar and Parel, were largely affected, with visuals showing vehicles moving through waterlogged streets early today. Mumbai has also been under red alert since today morning and it's been experiencing heavy rainfall as southwest monsoon continues to progress. In fact, it has advanced there, made an early onset into the state from Kerala. As a result of this downpour, waterlogging has been reported from several parts of the city. These are some reactions.
देखिए, एक उच्च स्तरीय बैठक हुई थी मुख्यमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में। उसमें एक तो हमारे जो राज्य शासन के सब लोग थे, दूसरी एक बैठक हुई थी डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट की, वो आर्मी, नेवी, एयरफोर्स, एनडीआरएफ, कोस्ट गार्ड सब थे। ये मानसून जो है 30-35 साल में पहली बार इतने जल्दी आ गया है। थोड़ा तो तकलीफ तो हुई है और ट्रांजिट कैंप का इंतजाम है। किसी को भी जहाँ अगर लगता है कुछ वहाँ जिधर आपत्ति आ सकती है, आपदा आ सकती है, उधर तुरंत उनको सुरक्षित जगह पर उनको उनका वहाँ पर शिफ्ट करना, इसके ऊपर भी ध्यान दे रहे। जहाँ लैंडस्लाइड प्रोन एरिया है, कई जगह विक्रोली में मैं खुद गया था वहाँ पर, तो कई वहाँ पर अभी तो दीवार नहीं बना सकते, लेकिन सेफ्टी नेट की तरह सेफ्टी नेट से रॉक बोल्टिंग के माध्यम से उसको भी हम प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। उसके ऊपर भी बीएमसी काम कर रही है।
जी केंद्रात 10 वर्ष आहे, राज्यात 10 वर्ष आहे आणि आता पूर्णपणे सगळं काही यंत्रणा सीएम ऑफिस मधून चालते आणि नगर विकास खात्यातून चालते, ती कशी भ्रष्ट आहे आणि निकम्मी आहे हे आपल्याला दिसायला लागलेलं आहे। मुंबई विश्वास ठेवू शकत नाही भाजपवर, कारण जर ठेवला तर गोखले पुलाचे जसे हाल झाले होते किंवा अंधेरी सबवेचे झाले किंवा आज सगळे मुंबईत पाहतोय तसे हाल मुंबईचे होते. एकनाथ शिंदे हे खोटारडे आहेत हे लोकांसमोर आलेलं आहे कारण त्यांनी सांगितलं होतं 2 वर्षात रस्ते खड्डामुक्त करू. त्यांच्या खिशातले खड्डे भरलेले आहेत पण मुंबईचे रस्ते खड्डेमुक्त झाले नाहीयेत.
Well, my colleagues Radhika and Paras, who've been reporting on the rainfall in Maharashtra since morning, they have sent us some special reports here. Take a look at those.
It has been raining heavily in the city of Mumbai over the last couple of hours. In fact, red alert has been issued at this point. We believe that it will continue to rain heavily for the next few hours as well. In fact, I am at Carter Road Promenade. As you can see, waves are intense at this point. It is breezy here. It is overcast here as well. Fishermen have been asked to not really venture into the sea. This is a place which is usually crowded with people, but we are not seeing as many people as a result of the red alert that has been issued, and along the coast people have been asked to not really venture out. So yes, the situation is a little chaotic as the monsoon hits Mumbai. We know for a fact that some of the areas are still waterlogged, especially eastern suburbs, central suburbs, places like Sion, Parel are still waterlogged. It is slightly better in western suburbs where I'm standing. This is of course Carter Road in Bandra, where things are slightly under control, and normally it was waterlogged in many areas in Khar and Andheri this morning, but now the water level has reduced in many of these areas. As far as congestion on the roads are concerned, yes, we did see chaotic traffic in the city of Mumbai this morning, especially during peak hours, but that's also slightly under control. But the fact remains that red alert has been issued, and the prediction is that it may rain for a few more hours. And as far as the road and rail and flight situation is concerned, yes, traffic congestion on roads, railway, Central Western Railway running with some delays, at least 10 to 15 minute delays, what we are being told. And there are some disruptions in the form of delays in flight operations as well. Yes, all the agencies on alert, the administration here taking stock of the situation, but things under control, yet red alert issued. So therefore, people and agencies are on standby alert across the city of Mumbai.
Red alert has been issued by Weather Department in Mumbai and Maharashtra. There is a different districts where this red alert has been issued by Weather Department, where Thane, Mumbai, Palghar and many other districts has been included by Weather Department. Weather Department sources are telling that there could be a very heavy rains in Mumbai today. We had seen from last night there is massive pouring of rain in Mumbai, and after the first rain, there has been lot of waterlogging in many areas of Mumbai. We are standing at Juhu Beach, which is the famous place in Mumbai where thousands of people visit every day. But now, after the red alert, which has been issued by Weather Department, the normal people have not been allowed to come inside for their safety. There has been many precautionary measures which has been taken by BMC and other agency, where you can see lifeguard has been placed, Mumbai police has been placed over here. They are telling everyone to not come inside the gate of Juhu Beach because it can be risky. If you can see the waves, they are massive waves coming over in Juhu Beach area. This is a very famous place where thousands of people visit every day. So now what is important is that some major 2 to 3 hours will be very much important for Mumbai and rest of the region, which has been said by Weather Department, because it's raining heavily in some places in Mumbai. But where we are right now, this is called as Mumbai suburb, but over here there is windy situations, but rain is not pouring very heavily. But it will be very important to see how rain will reflect in few hours, because Weather Department has already issued the red warning in Mumbai.
Well, the BJP in Tamil Nadu today roped in Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister, also Janasena leader, popular star actor turned politician Pawan Kalyan to raise awareness on One Nation, One Poll. Remember, this is an idea that was floated by the government. In fact, there is a parliamentary committee that is looking into this. And now Pawan Kalyan, who is an ally of NDA at the centre and also in Andhra Pradesh, he's the Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. He has also pushed this idea, and it is the BJP Tamil Nadu that is taking lead in these efforts. Pawan Kalyan's big One Nation, One Poll push in Chennai today, and he has in fact said that Karunanidhi also supported this idea, and he in fact has asked why is MK Stalin opposing this. NDTV's Sam Daniel caught up with former governor and also BJP leader Tamilisai Soundararajan. She's been the president of BJP Tamil Nadu as well, and this is what she said.
Joining us now, former Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry and senior BJP leader Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan. Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. You brought in Mr. Pawan Kalyan to explain about One Nation, One Poll. Do you think star power will help to bring about a change of heart in Tamil Nadu?
Yeah, star power will help. Star power will help. Very powerfully it will help. It is not only Pawan Kalyan, it is Power Kalyan. And he is in Power Kalyan in Andhra Pradesh, and he is the Deputy Chief Minister and NDA partner. So we are very happy.
Cutting short the 5-year term of state assemblies could be against the constitution. How would you overcome this?
No, it's not cutting short. Some assemblies may have extended period before we think about the uniform elections. So it is not only cutting short. So you are worried about once cutting short. We are worried about multiple cutting shorts. Because
constitutionally, how would you overcome that?
No, constitutionally, when there is ideologically accepted, when there is law implemented on that with acceptance of everyone, then it could be. As a doctor, I'm asking, if I diagnose one pregnancy, I have to expect a good, well baby. If you ask, no, if it get aborted, it's not correct. So we all need good, healthy babies, that is good, wealthy economy for that One Nation.
A good doctor should also be prepared for that.
No, not prepared, but always optimistic, no?
Assembly elections and by-elections in between, ma'am, would also serve as a natural checks and balance, bringing about a healthy democracy. Don't you think when you don't have this could make the rulers more arrogant, in a sense like dictators?
No. The people will be, the politicians will be more committed, and when there's uninterrupted governance, people also don't expect in between the elections. So it is, you think it positively. So the government, because they will be more proactive, they will be more thankful to the people, and only once they can face the election. So they will be more careful in pampering the people, in serving the people and governing the people.
It's time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.
If your garage looks like this, you need Tougher Man. A leading supplier of shelving for your home or business. Assembly is quick, easy and boltless. Buy one bay from just $59.99, or you can get 3 bays from only $119.99, saving you nearly £60. Plus you get a 5-year Storelex steel guarantee. Order now at tougherman.co.uk.
Get that Lucky Cow feeling with luckycowbingo.com/bingo, the site that's bursting with beautiful bingo games. That's luckycowbingo.com/bingo.
John from work said it's a lovely hike.
Triathlon, John.
Nice.
Right, Rosie, can I have the boots bag? No, I meant the hiking boots bag. Did we not bring it?
Such a shame. With thousands of lower prices of boots, that's your summer sorted.
Big deals now on, like £80 off this My Dear A-rated washing machine, now $319. Shop now at ao.com.
Bingo lovers, it's time for a close encounter with Bingo Aliens. Visit bingoaliens.com/bingo for a cosmic range of bingo games. 75-ball bingo, even 90-ball bingo. All from a galaxy far away, direct to you. taking bingo to another dimension at bingoaliens.com/bingo.
Magic family moments deserve the perfect setting. A stylish awning from House is the ideal addition to your outdoor space. Available in a range of colours and finishes, and with the option of integrated lighting and heating, you can enjoy your outdoor space for even longer. Now that is magic. House awnings, made for life.
When facts are fragmented, we put the pieces together. Where power collides with truth, we are there.
Behind me is that massive security arrangements that are in place.
Behind fractured boundaries, we clear the fog of war. Faultlines with Gaurie Dwiviedi, only on NDTV World.
Welcome back. There was an important consultative committee of the Parliamentary Panel on External Affairs, and in fact Dr. S. Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister, has himself briefed this group of MPs who are part of this consultative committee on Parliament on external affairs, and topic of course was Operation Sindoor. The opposition MPs had many questions that they asked Dr. S. Jaishankar. In fact, Dr. S. Jaishankar, from what we know, has briefed this important panel of MPs. He has said that government wanted to go after high-value targets. He has also talked about how the strikes had an impact on the credibility of Pakistan, how the global community is looking at India with a lot of support and solidarity. He has also said that the strikes exposed Pakistani forces and their inability to protect their own territory. He has also said that apart from 3 countries, no one really criticized India's Operation Sindoor. My colleague Ghazali joins us with more details on this. Ghazali, the opposition has also been raising a few questions, specifically the Congress party, with regard to the timing of the information that was given out to Pakistan, because international law also mandates that civilians have to be evacuated. Rahul Gandhi has been saying that Dr. S. Jaishankar informed Pakistan before Operation Sindoor, something that's been clarified, denied by MEA completely. Did those questions also come up in this meeting? Did questions on IWT also come up? What were the larger concerns that the opposition raised, and what all did Dr. S. Jaishankar clarify?
See, first coming to 2 major news points which have occupied the headlines for the last few weeks. One, whether Dr. Jaishankar himself called Pakistan and informed about Operation Sindoor. And second, what was the role of United States, as Mr. Trump repeatedly, week after week, is claiming that he was the one who brokered ceasefire between India and Pakistan. Coming to the first question, Dr. Jaishankar briefed the panel that it was the DGMO level talks, the Director General of Military Operations. They spoke to each other, and an Indian DGMO contacted the Pakistani DGMO after the operation was over, and almost 30 minutes after the operation was over, to tell them that what targets have been hit by India. Dr. Jaishankar also briefed the panel that they wanted to go after the high-value targets. They wanted to strike early. But the larger point was that the Pakistani armed forces have been exposed due to Operation Sindoor and the subsequent strikes which took place deep inside Pakistan's territory and in different districts. The MPs, as you say, they also raised about a question about what was the role of United States, that they claimed that they were the ones who brokered ceasefire, to which he again replied that it was the DGMO level talks which brought down the hostilities, or the cessation in the hostilities was brought down by the DGMO level talks. So he didn't outrightly say that no, US was not there, but he clarified that the hostilities were brought down when 2 senior officers from the military, DGMO of India and DGMO of Pakistan, spoke to each other, and that is when the hostilities or the cessation of hostilities happened. Besides that, 2 other issues which came up during the discussion which the MPs wanted to know. One was about Indus Water Treaty, that it has been put in abeyance, but what is the latest status, or what is the way going forward about it, and to which Dr. Jaishankar also informed that if the government takes any further steps, it will be briefed to the Member of Parliament. But as of now, the treaty has been put in abeyance, and in the past also, Indian government has clarified that if the talks have to happen between India and Pakistan, it will only be concerned to Pak-occupied Kashmir and how Pakistan will have to vacate that. So besides that, Dr. Jaishankar spoke about the countries which he had visited recently in the last 4 days, as well as with the foreign ministers or his counterparts from different countries, from Europe to Middle East. And he clearly said that there have been instances where multiple countries and many countries, barring a few like China and Turkey, who have been supporting Pakistan, there is no country which has criticized India's Operation Sindoor or India's stand on terrorism. And he quoted the German foreign minister, where he was there, where he met her recently, who said that India's stand on terrorism is something which everybody stands with.
Right. Thank you, Ghazali, for joining us with those very important details. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has himself clarified on several points. In fact, the MPs at the consultative panel on external affairs today raised questions, and Dr. S. Jaishankar has talked about how India's precision strikes on Pakistani terror bases exposed Pakistan forces and its inability to protect their own territory. In fact, he's also talked about the solidarity that has poured in from the global community. He has also reiterated India's position that it will not compromise when it comes to terror, and he has also said that there will be no talks with Pakistan specifically on anything except POK. With that, it's time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.
Whatever you need to ask about cancer, Macmillan's free support line is just a call away.
Hello, Macmillan.
Whether it's money...
Am I going to lose my job?
Getting on with life.
Can I still go abroad? Get insurance?
Or just need someone to listen.
How do I tell them?
Our specialist advisors are here to help as often as you need them. Whatever you need to ask, cancer, money, life, call us now on 0808 134 1000.
Someone's happy. Get that lucky cow feeling with luckycowbingo.com/bingo. The site that's bursting with beautiful bingo games. 75 ball bingo. Even 90 ball bingo. Fill your bingo boots today. Get that lucky cow feeling at luckycowbingo.com/bingo or download the Lucky Cow Android app from the Play Store.
I bought cars on finance, so I've made my claim.
If our lenders charge hidden commissions, then I've made my claim.
I could be on thousands.
I've made my claim.
I've made my claim.
I've made my claim.
I've made my claim.
It's so quick and simple.
You could be owed thousands in hidden commissions from vehicles bought on finance since 2007, even without the details.
I've made my claim.
Trust myclaimgroup.co.uk.
Claims made simple. Visit bingoaliens.com/bingo for a cosmic range of bingo games, taking bingo to another dimension at bingoaliens.com/bingo.
I think that there's something that's always there that I just need to uncover. Like, I know I'm gonna get there, but I have to be patient with myself. That's probably the scary part for me. And it's okay, like, if you completely pivot and change. You know, you have to be comfortable with that.
At Vodafone, get the new Google Pixel 9a and save up to £924 when you trade in an eligible phone. Plus, experience the exclusive Circle to Search feature, available only on Android, helping you to search fast and find what you need without switching apps. Go online or in-store today. Ends 12th of June. Vodafone.
With Post Office Over 50s life cover, enjoy peace of mind knowing your family will receive a guaranteed payout when you're gone. UK resident 50 to 80, your guaranteed acceptance. No health checks and from just £1.15 a week. Plus free 24/7 GP access with the health and wellbeing benefit. Purchase and receive a £125 gift card for amazon.co.uk, Tesco or M&S. Visit postoffice.co.uk/over50s.
This.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and thank you for tuning in here to NDTV. I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. Let's get you a quick roundup of our top stories. And don't forget, the Prime Minister is in Gujarat as we speak. Multiple projects lined up. Also, the Prime Minister's roadshow that begins in just a moment. First up, our top stories at this hour. Colonel Kureshi's family has spoken exclusively to NDTV, and they say that her story has proved that women can also shine in the army. The Prime Minister's first Gujarat visit post-Operation Sindoor, where the Prime Minister is lauding, quote-unquote, Nari Shakti. At the operation, the Prime Minister says, "My blood boils over Pahalgam attack and we avenged the April 22nd attack in 22 minutes." Amit Shah is in Maharashtra ahead of the local body polls. He's laid the foundation for a cancer patient facility in Nagpur. He's also said that it is the Congress that allocated a smaller budget for health. This is the Andhra Pradesh's deputy One Nation, One Election push in Tamil Nadu, where Pawan Kalyan says that Karunanidhi supported One Nation, One Election, while Stalin opposing. Tamil Sai also says One Nation, One Election is not a political agenda. The news from Mumbai isn't too good, where the monsoon mayhem continues. There is a rain red alert in the maximum city. Even hospitals have been flooded by rainwater. Mumbai Police's Economic Offences Wing has questioned the actor Dino Morea and the multi-crore Methi River desilting scam, inquired about his possible links with the firm that is linked to the scam. First up, let's get you this NDTV exclusive. Colonel Kureshi's family is speaking to NDTV, and this, remember, is their first conversation after the success of Operation Sindoor, where the family, remember earlier, was seen being a part of the Prime Minister's roadshow. Also, the family says that we are proud of the contributions our daughter has made, and those are images on your screens that I'm just referring to, where you see the family there. And they've also spoken on, remember, a lot of controversy otherwise that has been generated by a Madhya Pradesh minister who had used certain crass words against their daughter, and the family has responded to all that and much more.
She was the face of communication of Operation Sindoor. Colonel Kureshi has done the entire country proud. And we have the family of Colonel Kureshi joining us now, live from Vadodara. Let me introduce the entire family to you. I can see her father, Taj Muhammad Kureshi, joining us. We have Halima Kureshi, who is the mother of Sofia Kureshi, and Shaina Sunsara is the sister of Colonel Kureshi. Today was a very special day for you, Halima Kureshi. You all met the Prime Minister. Of course, he thanked you, but it's a rare, achievement of your daughter. As a proud family, the entire country is looking up to your daughter. What are your thoughts on that? आपको कैसा लगता है जब सब लोग आपकी बेटी के बारे में बात करता है, हलीमा कुरैशी जी?
ये बहुत अच्छा लगता है जो तेरी बेटी जो तारीफ कर रहे हैं सभी लोग, बहुत खुशी होती है कि कैसा हमारे देश में ऐसी लड़कियां और भी हों और कभी इसी तरह नाम पहचाना।
क्या आपको पता था कि कर्नल कुरैशी ये पूरे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का कम्युनिकेशन संभालेंगी, जिस तरह से उन्होंने किया ताज मोहम्मद कुरैशी साहब? क्या उन्होंने, ये मैंने कहीं पे पढ़ा है कि आप लोगों को भी टीवी से पता चला कि वो इस पूरे कम्युनिकेशन का चेहरा होंगी? शाइना, आप बताइए कि क्या फैमिली का रिएक्शन था जब आप लोगों ने अपनी बहन को, आपके पेरेंट्स ने उनकी बेटी को टीवी पे देखा, पूरे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में इफेक्टिवली कम्युनिकेट करते हुए, समझाते हुए कि क्या हुआ है ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में? क्या था फैमिली का रिएक्शन?
एक्चुअली हम लोगों को तो बिल्कुल भी पता ही नहीं था। इनफैक्ट हमने बात भी की थी डॉक्टर से, तो भी हमें पता नहीं था बिल्कुल भी उसने किस तरह से, ना तो जेस्चर था ना पॉस्चर था, कुछ लैंग्वेज में कभी कुछ था ही नहीं। वैसे भी आर्मी के प्रोटोकॉल होते हैं, मेरे पापा ने भी कभी मम्मी को ये सारी चीजें बताई नहीं है। और मुझे लगता है कि ये हम लोग ऑलरेडी, हमें पता नहीं होता है कि क्या होने वाला है, लेकिन सडनली जब मैं एक्चुअली बड़ौदा, उस दिन बड़ौदा थी और मैं मुंबई गई, वहाँ पे मुंबई पहुंची तो मुझे किसी ने फोन किया, मेरे कोई फ्रेंड ने, कि टीवी ऑन कर देख, तू कोई आ रहा है। तो मैं कहा नहीं, मैं टायर्ड हूँ, मैं रात भर सोई नहीं हूँ, तो मुझे सोने दो, थोड़ा टाइम बाद मैं उठती हूँ। तो बोलते नहीं टीवी तो ऑन कर। तो बहुत इंसिस्ट मुझे किया गया, तो मैंने सोचा होगा कुछ, चलो देखते हैं। मैंने जैसे टीवी ऑन की टीवी ऑन करने के बाद मैंने देखा कि सोफिया जो है कर्नल सोफिया कुरैशी और विंग कमांडर ब्रह्मिका सिंह जो है वो ब्रीफिंग कर रहे थे और हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में, तो ये एक बहुत ही ऑनर और एक प्राउड वाली फीलिंग थी कि मेरी सिस्टर जो है उस ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का पार्ट थी। और बहुत ही डिफरेंट लग रहा था कि चलो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था, सच बोलूं आपको तो, कि मेरी सिस्टर तो मुझे दिख रही थी, साथ साथ में ये दिख रहा था कि हमारी कंट्री ने जो है जो पहलगाम में किलिंग हुई थी, सिंदूरों को उजाड़ा गया था, उसका जो टेररिज्म का जो फियर फैला दिया था, उसका बदला इतने आराम से, इतने आसानी से जो है नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में लिया गया। ये बहुत ही तारीफ के काबिल था। कोई कैजुअलिटी नहीं, कुछ नहीं हुआ और रियली बहुत प्राउड वाली चीज़ है, ये बहुत प्राउड मूवमेंट है जो बहुत कम लोगों को ये एहसास होता है, कम लोगों को ये चीज़ें मिलती हैं। जैसे मेरी सिस्टर के थ्रू हमें वो फीलिंग आई, बहुत डिफरेंट फीलिंग थी, बहुत प्राउड वाली फीलिंग है जो मैं शब्दों में बयान नहीं कर सकती।
मेरा सवाल ताज मोहम्मद कुरैशी साहब से है। ताज साहब, ये कर्नल कुरैशी ने जो परिवार का रिच ट्रेडिशन है आर्मी का, डिफेंस फोर्सेस में सर्व करने का, वही वो कंटिन्यू कर रही हैं। आप भी आर्मी में थे, आपसे पहले कौन कौन परिवार में आर्मी में है उसके बारे में बताइए।
वो ऐसे बोल रहे आर्मी में कंटिन्यू किया ना, पहले दादा थे आपके
जी। अगर ये शायना, अगर आप थोड़ा सा ऑडियो उनके फादर की तरफ कर देंगी अपने, तो शायद उनका ऑडियो ठीक से आ जाएगा। जी थोड़ा सा जी। हाँ ताज साहब, फैमिली में जी कौन कौन है आर्म्ड फोर्सेस में?
मैंने आर्मी में सर्विस किया, फिर मेरे फादर भी थे, ग्रैंड फादर भी थे।
सब लोग आर्मी में थे?
हाँ, सभी ने आर्मी सर्विस की
जी। तो सबने आर्मी में सर्व किया है, तो इट्स सर्टनली अ मोमेंट ऑफ ग्रेट प्राइड। तो कर्नल कुरैशी ने कब ये तय किया कि वो भी जाकर के आर्म्ड फोर्सेस में ज्वाइन करेंगी और देश को सर्व करेंगी?
जब वो ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट का हो गया तो उसने डिसाइड किया कि बाबा अपने घर से हमारा कोई ब्रदर आर्मी नहीं है,